What's up, guys? Hey, this is Christian Brindle with Six Figure Medicare Agent. Hope this video finds you doing well. And today we're talking about how to have your best year in the Medicare business in 2021. Stay tuned. You're not going to want to miss this. But before we get into this topic at hand, we got to talk about our sponsor for this video, and that is Lead Heroes. Guys, if you are not familiar with Lead Heroes, in my opinion, I think Lead Heroes is one of the best, if not the best, telemarketing lead source that you can possibly find in 2021 going forward. Lead Heroes has highly efficient, highly skilled, trained callers that will actually call for you and try to find interested parties for Medicare supplement leads, final expense leads, mortgage protection leads, people turning 65. They do it compliantly, and they take all of the guessing work out of it for you. They actually will qualify the leads. They will make sure that they're interested. They will make sure that they are kind of what you're looking for. They have a lot of different types of avenues you can go down, whether it be real-time telemarketed leads or live transfer leads or even custom calling campaigns where they pre-schedule appointments for you. I think they just have something for everybody. Just because you watch this video today, you are going to be getting 10% off all Lead Hero orders with our coupon code down in the description, along with a link to their website. Enjoy. Okay, guys, so in today's video, I have 3 things I want to go over with you about how to have your best year in 2021 in your business. A career year, as they would say in sports, if you're a sports fan. The first thing I want to talk to you guys is diversifying your marketing strategies. This is what I mean by this. When I'm talking about diversification, I'm talking about not relying on any one method of getting business in 2021. I always tell people, especially new agents, you should try to come up with 4 or 5 different strategies to get business in 2021. And people always say, well, Christian, does that mean I have to buy 4 or 5 different kind of leads or be spending money on 4 or 5 different types of avenue sources? No, that's not what I'm talking about. What I am talking about is diversifying your approach. Let me explain what I mean. Not every source of business is going to cost money. It's either going to cost time or it's going to cost money. One of the two. You have to give one of the two up. And if you are new to the business, and let's say you're in a situation that you just don't have a huge marketing budget, well, you spend what you can, right? You develop what it is that you can possibly spend. Maybe it's $500 a month. Maybe it's $1,000 a month. Maybe it's just $100 a month, $200 a month. You try to figure out what you can spend, and you consistently spend that every single month, like clockwork. You set it aside like you would set aside a bill, because if you don't treat your business like a business, how can you expect it to grow like a business? And all real businesses invest money back into their business to spend money on marketing, leads, whatever the case might be. Now, the other thing that you can do is you can invest time, like I said. Things that would look like would be cold calling for Medicare supplement people, right? Cold calling, networking with other agents, trying to find people that would refer you business, like businesses that are locally around here, working with local businesses. I've had people from yogurt shops refer me business. I've had people from churches refer me business. It doesn't always have to be another insurance professional, doctor's offices, dentist offices, medical professionals, things like that. I know a lot of people that get a lot of referrals from doctor's offices. If you can build a good relationship with a business of some kind that has relevant customers that you want to work with, that you want to have a good relationship with, that's a great way that you can get in the door right there. And that costs nothing but time to drop in, make phone calls, build that relationship up a little bit. And networking is going to be a big thing. Cold calling, like I said, it probably costs $100 to $200 depending on where your market for a year's worth of lists. Maybe it's for 2 people turning 65. And you're calling for Medicare supplements, which is compliant. Don't call for Medicare Advantage, not compliant. And make sure they're on the do not call list, and make sure that you're familiar with your state's rules and regulations. Like in the state of Ohio, for example, it's absolutely no cold calling, as many of you know. So you have to understand that stuff. The other thing that you can do, is you can host online webinars. If you're in a market that's not too restrictive because of the pandemic that we're in, you can possibly try to host a seminar, things like that, guys. That grassroots stuff can be important and valuable when you don't have much of a spending budget. But on the other hand, you need to make sure that you have, paid leads at the same time to work, or paid marketing of some kind. whatever it is that you're doing, I think you should map out 4 to 5 ways when you're new to kind of diversify your approach. My friend in the business, a lot of you know, Justin Brock, the Medicare guru, he always says this, and I borrow it from him. Everything works a little bit, nothing works all the way. So by diversifying your approach, if you have 5 ways of getting business, if one of them starts to tinker off for whatever reason, you still have 4 things that you can lean back on, and that's how you can really start to grow your numbers and produce. Number 2, don't waste your time. This is what I mean by that. Do not find yourself in situations where you are talking to people on the phone for hours at a time that aren't interested. I see a lot of new agents do this. If you know right off the bat that somebody is not qualified for your product, if you know somebody is not interested in your product, whatever the case might be, or maybe they're in the best situation they can possibly be in, cut your losses, pack up, get out of the home, or get off the phone as kindly and politely as you possibly can, because you don't want to waste your time. A lot of people mistake time spent with somebody as productive time spent, and it's not always exactly the same thing. Productive time spent is when you're talking to qualified and interested buyers. So make sure that you're not wasting your time when you're out in the field. Number 3, and we kind of already talked about this a little bit in number 1, but reinvest. Reinvest back into your business. I always tell new agents that if you can afford it, try to take 25 to 30% at least of your new sales commissions. When you make a sale, take 25 to 30% of it at least. I know some people that do as much as 50% of this. And they will reinvest it back in their business. Before they take money out for taxes, before they do any of that stuff, they will essentially use that to reinvest back into their business to continue to help it grow. And that could be, doing direct mail lead drops. It could be running Facebook campaigns. It could be, putting it into a service that's going to help you build your Google ad campaign to kind of help your local branding and help people find you more online. It could be running a radio ad if you're into that. It could be a multitude of different things. If you have the budget for it, it could be even running a billboard. Something that's in reinvesting to put back into your business. Like I said at the beginning, don't always rely on everything that's free. In my opinion, and I know some people, this is not always a blanket statement. I know some people that have built great businesses and have a great life without really spending much money on advertising, and that's great. But for the most part, I think in most situations, the big boys spend money. And if you want to be a big boy, you have to spend money. A big boy or girl, excuse me. If you don't treat it like a business and spend money on it like a business would, it might end up just being a hobby for you. So anyway, guys, those are my 3 tips of kind of what you can do to blow your business up in 2021 and kind of make yourself more efficient and more productive. Thanks so much for watching this video. If you found it helpful, do me a favor, drop a like on the video. Make sure to subscribe for future 6-figure Medicare agent content. Hit that bell for notifications, and we'll see you next time. Thanks so much for watching.